Week 7 is here. I'm going to talk about some sneaky sleepers that can win you your matchup. And I'm talking about these players that are just being slept on, and I'm trying to put you on game. But first, welcome to the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. I am Jimsy, and this is Fantasy on Repeat. Again, these are sleepers that are flying under the radar, and they're about to pop. Are y'all ready? Let's get into it. First player I'm going to talk about is Jordan Whittington. He is going to be the PUKA-TON replacement because we need to address that. Jordan Whittington is on the field more than Tutu Atwell, and no one's talking about that. Whittington has played 169 snaps to Tutu's 91, plus a 92% snap share in week 6. That's an A+ if you're going off school grades. Tutu Atwell is just operating as a deep threat only. If we're trying to find this PUKA-TON replacement, I feel like Jordan Whittington is going to be the best option to fill in this role. He's been efficient with his limited touches. He's had 10 catches on 13 targets for 112 yards. You can call him Jordan PUKA-TON if you want. With Tutu Atwell also banged up, he has a moons over my hammy injury. Whittington is just earning trust at the moment. He is a wide receiver 3 on the rise in this offense. Either way, he's going to be a stash or stream alert, and the opportunities are already there. Production is next. This next wide receiver on the sneaky sleepers is going to be Tez Johnson, the wide receiver for the Bucks. Another fill-in mystery that we need to solve. Mike Evans, he might be playing. Emeka Egbuka, he might be playing. We know that Chris Godwin is out. There's just a lot of questions to be answered. But this is how I see it. Baker Mayfield is a fun quarterback to watch currently. And Tez might be his new highlight reel partner. You know Baker Mayfield wants to see some backflips from Tez Johnson. So I know it's silly to say, but who doesn't want to see backflips and who doesn't want to be attached to some cool highlights? That's what Baker wants to do right now. He's just trying to show out. On the serious note for Tez Johnson, his routes jumped from 49% up to 84% in week 6. This Baker plus Tez are just starting to build chemistry, and it's going to be fun to watch. Another fun fact is that his fantasy points climbed from 9.9 to 11.5 over the last 2 weeks. Currently, Tez Johnson does have a safe floor, and his ceiling is going to continue to rise, especially if Baker can continue playing at this level and just keep cooking. Tez is going to be attached to this, and he's going to benefit. Just keep an eye out for Tez Johnson before you see him doing backflips all over social media. You're going to know that was going to hit, so you're going to be doing backflips too because he's going to be on your squad. And we're going to stick with the Bucks in this situation because this is another quiet beneficiary of the Bucks injury. This is going to be Cade Otton, the tight end of the Buccaneers. Truth is, he's already been a reliable fantasy option. He's had back-to-back game with double-digit fantasy points. He's had 12.1 and 10.1. In a 2-game span, that's just efficient. He's had 9 catches for 132 yards and still no touchdown yet. I've been saying that Baker's been playing like an MVP level, and Otton is due for a red zone spike. And if you can remember too, last year when he was filling in for the Bucks when they had all these injuries, he was averaging 25 points per game with Baker Mayfield. Cade Otton is tight end streaming gold before everyone else will realize it, man. Just don't sleep on him. Another sneaky sleeper I got is going to be Troy Franklin, the wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. He is another Oregon Duck flying under the radar. Franklin is already second in team in receiving. He has 6 red zone targets, but only has 1 touchdown. If you want to compare Franklin through 6 games from last year, he had 110 yards and 1 touchdown. This year, he has 250 yards and 1 touchdown. He is improving, and this offense is getting better. Franklin operating out of the 2 is giving him a 70% target share, and he's going to face a Giants defense that is soft against slot receivers. They just let Rashid Shaheed go 4 for 114 and 1 touchdown. The touchdown correction is incoming for Franklin. He's a sneaky wide receiver 3 with upside this week. You can start him in deeper leagues or DFS. This matchup just lines up for Franklin to pop off. Another tight end I'm going to talk about is going to be Zach Ertz for the Commanders. Don't let the name fool you because Ertz has been quietly producing again. He is the most targeted receiver now that Debo is out. He is going to benefit. Debo has been ruled out with a heel injury, so RIP to my must-buy wide receiver. But still, regardless, Zach Ertz already has 2 top 12 tight end finishes, and he narrowly missed a 3rd in week 1. He was tight end 13. This is going to be a divisional game too, so Zach Ertz is going to have to come through with the trust and the volume in key situations. He's going to be a safety valve sleeper, and this is a plug-and-play top 12 that could surprise in PPR formats. Sticking with the Commanders, since they are down so many weapons, I'm going to talk about someone that is quietly efficient and might be next in line for a usage bump, and this is going to be Jeremy McNichols. Like I said, they got injuries on top of injuries, and what's kind of crazy is that he's at 9 yards per carry this season. He's at 13 carries for 117 yards and 1 touchdown. And the extra benefit that makes him very sneaky beaky-like is that he gets receiving work. He's trending up in the receiving work. He's got 5 catches for 42 yards. And if he can get 10 to 12 touches, it's an instant flex play because he's been very efficient with his opportunities. He's had 21 touches and that's resulted in 26.9 fantasy points. He can definitely be a deep league dart throw, but he got the real juice right now. And speaking about having the juice, we're going to talk about another efficiency king that's hiding behind Alvin Kamara. This is going to be Kendre Miller, and if you didn't know, he is top dog. He leads all rushers in avoided tackle rate at 45.7%. He's more efficient than Alvin Kamara with fewer touches. Alvin Kamara has 109 opportunities. He has 69 PPR fantasy points. He has 3 yards per carry and a 5.5 yards per catch. And for Kendre Miller, he's got 51 opportunities and he's got 32 fantasy points, and he's at 4 yards per carry and 6 yards per catch. Kendre Miller is really not that far off from AK, but he's about to hit this drive-by and about to pop off. He's going up against the Bears, and the Bears defense gives a lot of RB2 production. He can easily eat on limited volume. They let Raheem Mostert pop off for 4 for 62. They let Miles Sanders 9 for 41. They let Monty get 11 for 57. Kendre Miller is a high upside stash or just a desperation flex. Either way, running backs have been eating against the Bears. Sticking to that same game, I'm going to go to my sneaky sleeper of my quarterback position. It's going to be Caleb Williams. The matchup just lines up perfectly, and the Saints defense, they don't allow too much pressure. Caleb Williams is one of the most reliable fantasy quarterbacks recently. He's not going below 17 points. He's gone below 1 time. He's thrown a touchdown every single game this year, and with Swift banged up, and we really haven't seen Kyle Monangai fully released yet, which I'm hoping that it will happen, it's going to force Caleb Williams to just attack through the air even more. And the Saints do not create a lot of pressure, I said, so it's going to mean more opportunities for deep shots. With the deep ball accuracy and more time to throw in the pocket, Luther Burden can benefit too, and I also talked about him in my mustache video if you want to go check that out. Caleb Williams is a locked and loaded streamer if you need QB upside this week. Alright y'all, those are my sneaky sleepers of week 7, and those are just some players that I believe are being slept on, and I just want to put you on game and give you my perspective on it. And if you need my mustache video, I got you either at the end or down below. You can peep it out. As always, thank you for kicking it. Hit me up, like, comment, subscribe. You already know, let's chop it up. And were you thinking about playing any of these players? Let me know. Till next time, man. Fantasy Repeat, Jim Z is out. Good luck and have fun, y'all.